Oh, this one. Annyeonghaseyo from Korea. Welcome to next matchup. Today we're cooking with Chwi-namul. This is Chwi-namul. Chwi-namul is a spring green grown in Korea and, surprise surprise, it's commonly found around springtime. So we're going to use this to make two dishes. The first dish is called Chwi-namul Bokkeum. We're going to cook this up and we're actually going to fry it. Bokkeum means fry. So it's a stir-fried dish using this. The second is Chwi-namul Muchim. It's the same idea. We're going to throw in a few other ingredients, including some delicious red peppers, and then we're going to mix it all together without frying it. Now in both instances, we're going to blanch the Chwi-namul. You do want to cook this a little bit first to get the best flavor from it. Then we'll take that and we'll mix it with our ingredients. They're really easy dishes. They're great side dishes for Korea because they go with so many other types of meals that you might have. So let's begin. This is Chwi-namul. Chwi-namul. The correct pronunciation is Chwi-namul, not Chwi-namul, as I was saying in the video so far. But let's take our Chwi-namul and get some ingredients. For both of these dishes, they share a couple of ingredients, and we're going to start with our Chwi-namul Bokkeum. For this one, we want to prepare our leaves. Make sure you give them a quick wash. Sometimes they're dirty depending on how you buy them, but you can see they're nice and green and they're ready to cook. So what we need to do though is prepare this red pepper. Take off our seeds, get all of the seeds out. I'm going to wash them, it's easier that way. There we go. And then dice them up nice and fine. Then we're just going to take a little bit of this green onion, this deppa. You could use some other types. You've got sort of other types of green onion, or even some chives could be pretty good to put in this one. Just make sure you're cutting it very fine. This one works best with nice tiny pieces of this and not too much either. You don't want to overpower sort of the flavors from this. Just a little bit goes a long way. Look at that, perfect. The red also adds a nice bit of color to the dish, as well as a little bit of sort of sweet, sort of spicy flavors. There's our toasted sesame seeds, and we want to mix them up a little bit. Just grind them down, but not too much for this one. Now every time we put this in the water, we want to salt the water to make it more delicious for our Chwi-namul. That just, brings a bit of the flavor out, and then you know it's ready when you click those bigger stems and you get your little fingers in there and give it a press, and they're nice and soft. They're ready to go. About 60 seconds should be fine though. As always, rinse it under some cold water. Whenever you're doing these Korean greens like spinach and the other ones you might have seen on the channel, the other videos, always give it a good rinse under the cold water. Stop the cooking process and then squeeze out the water as much as you can. You don't want a watery dish. There we go. Nice and dry. Just going to give it a quick cut. Some of these pieces are quite long, so slicing it up a bit will just help with it. This is a very versatile sauce. It's simple. Garlic, oil, and a bit of sort of soy. That soy sauce will help our seasoning for this instead of using salt in the dish. You could use salt instead if you wanted though. And we're frying it up because remember, it's Chwi-namul Bokkeum. So frying this up for about 90 seconds is going to get all those flavors out. It's going to take that garlic and soften it up a bit. Garlic has a very distinctive flavor, as everyone knows. So if you give it a nice fry over 90 seconds on high, you'll find that your delicious garlic will maintain its sweet garlic flavor without burning it or without having that sharp garlic flavor. And then once that's done, we're going to put on our sesame seeds and a little bit of that sliced up red pepper and green onion that we did earlier. Beautiful. That's ready to go. So put that to the side and you can have it later. You don't need to eat it hot. Just eating it like that, you can store it in the fridge, be more than fine. Now our Chwi-namul Muchim is a salad, so we're not going to be frying it up later. But you still need to cook this. You just get a better flavor when you're parboiling these ones or blanching them. So there we go, boiling for 60 seconds, get it out of there. And then once again, we're rinsing it off. So we're following that same process, doing it in two different batches here. You could also obviously just do it all in one batch if that's easier, but for the sake of the video, let's split it all into two. Give it a good squeeze. Here we go. Slice, slice, and make sure it's dry. Pull apart. For this one, you actually want to pull apart all those pieces because you want the sauce and flavors to mix well with everything. We've got a bit of plum extract there. That's great for a bit more added sort of flavor and sweetness. And the red pepper paste in doenjang is perfect for this. So give it a good mix up. Now, the doenjang is soybean paste. And yeah, like I said, that's absolutely necessary. This dish is made by this delicious soybean. If you've ever had that soybean paste in a soybean sort of jjigae or stew, you know how flavorful it is. But try it with a salad and you'll be amazed at the results. So I highly recommend giving this a go. Look at that, perfect. And we can throw on a bit of sesame seed as well, just to add a bit of extra crunch, and a bit of crispy, sort of savory pop that the sesame seed adds to it. Perfect. Now, I do also highly recommend that you buy more Chwinamul than I did. This is not enough. This is such a small amount. I could eat this in one day, and in fact, I did. I did some cooking later in the day and pretty much ended up eating both of those with the other dish that I cooked that day. So that's about one day's amount of food here. So cook up a little bit more than I'm cooking up here. That's what my number one recommendation. But it does look good, so it's perfect. All right, let's see how it tastes though. Yes. Beautiful. This one is the Chwi-namul Muchim. Chwinamul has a really distinctive taste. It's very fresh flavored, and I don't know, it's almost like I'd describe it as green tasting. Beautiful leaves. It's a great flavor and it goes really well with the doenjang. Oh, one more. Yum. That's the taste of spring right there. Now here's our Bokkeum. Chwi-namul Bokkeum here. So let's get a big bit. Oh, look at this one. Oh wow, yeah. That's great. This one is very pure flavor. We didn't use a lot. We used dilgerim as the oil base for this, then a little bit of garlic in there, and a little bit of soy sauce, right? So it's got that saltiness, little bit of saltiness, brings out the natural flavor, but it's a very soft, and the garlic has been cooked or fried, so the garlic doesn't have that natural sort of distinctive sharp garlic flavor. This is great. Alright, I have to stop, otherwise I'll eat all this in one go. Thanks for watching. Try these out. They're two very different dishes, but they're so good. I highly recommend it. If you have Chwinamul, have access to Chwinamul, give it a go. If you have something similar to Chwinamul, some kind of watercress as well, minari is a good one. You could do something similar with minari. The taste won't be the same, but give it a go if that's all that you've got available. Alright, thanks for watching. 안녕히 계세요. Bye. Mm.